Thanks for the follow, Kristen. Appreciate you. Oh, short stories are hard. They are hard. I say that if you can if you have a successful short story, you really have become a master of your craft because a short story is so precise, almost to a point of being scientific. You have to be a really calculated writer. Every word is worth a million. There's no wasted fluff. Um, and the best short story is the one that has so many layers that you keep going back to, that you can reread and find something new every time. Hemingway, master short story writer. Who else? Let me see if I have some other short stories. Oh, Jhumpa Lahiri is one of my favorite authors. So I love sort of diaspora literature, tales of immigration, migration, displacement, and going to seek new things and adventure new worlds. And Jhumpa Lahiri, I think she's an Indian British author, British Indian, and she has her original collection of short stories that I read way back when I think I first read. Let me see. She has a listing of her stories inside of here. The Interpreter of Maladies. Ah, chef's kiss. But I haven't. This is actually, I pulled this off my TBR shelf. I haven't. You see, it still has a to be read tag in it. So I haven't read that one. She's another good one. Let me think. Who else is awesome short story writer that I could just think of? I had someone else in my head. It's not coming to me right now. Goodness. Can you guys see him? Say hi, everybody. I'm Kodak. What you want? You want to play, and Mommy just wants to chill. Mommy got work to do. Oh, I can't think of any others that are coming right to my head, but those are two. Both sort of a classic author and a more contemporary writer that really are master artists, master writers when it comes to short story writing. Oh, Mariana Enriquez has a short story collection, dark fiction, that was so made had such a visceral reaction to her stories, her writing, that I couldn't finish it in one setting. So of course, like I picked this book up. My cousin and I had done a cross country road trip, and there is a bookstore bar in Dallas, in like the middle of this cute little neighborhood. And I picked up a book. And then when we finally got to California, sun was setting, California sunset, and I got my book and I got my little tea, and I'm reading at the hotel. Was not expecting to get that done. But yes, that is Mariana Enriquez. Now, her newest book is a Sunny Place for Shady People, and I'm looking over at my shelf because it's in the TBR pile and I haven't read it. But her original collection, The Things We Lost in the Fire, girl, oh my goodness. Okay, I got one other collection for you too. Let me see if I can find her. I think I let somebody borrow the Enriquez collection, which I rarely do because this is what happens. She doesn't come back. Let me see. Enriquez. Here it is. No, I do have it. Okay. So what did we say? We have Hemingway, Jhumpa Lahiri, Mariana Enriquez. This is the hardback. And that doesn't need to be in there anymore. That shouldn't be in there. But this one, as you can see, it's pretty tattered. You can tell how much I love or got into a book by how rough it becomes. Because I take it everywhere with me. I don't want to put it down. But this one, whoo, buddy. Another one that, again, got emotional. It was really, really, really good short story writer. And that's Edwidge Danticat. Um, she is, um, I think, yeah, Caribbean heritage. She is of Haitian descent. And so that gives you a big diversity. You have Hemingway, Jhumpa Lahiri, uh, Mariana Enriquez, and Edwidge Danticat. So that's a diverse group there, and I think that would be those are my highly recommended short story authors that I think are really have mastered that craft of short story writing. This one, Crick Crack, the story is what's the story in here? I know the title when I see it. A Wall of Fire Rising. I was reading that in the barbershop while my boyfriend was getting his hair cut, and it made me start crying in front of everybody. I was so embarrassed. But this one, that one. I'm from Baltimore. Maryland. That's where I reside. Born and raised, and went to school in VA. Lived a couple months in West Africa. And yeah, came down on back home. And so, but yeah, Baltimore's where I reside. Baltimore, for those who know. And do I have a reading list? So, oh, you're from Baltimore too? Girl, hey, girl. Oh, yeah, I'm so surprised you didn't recognize the accent. So, but I have, so some of my recommended reading lists and articles about reading are on booksandbounty.com. I do not have a recommended short story reading list, but now, Kristen, you have inspired me. I was thinking about what was going to be my next. So after we get through the bounty season, the holiday season, where we look at bookish things and objects and services, then we get into, I do graphic novels alongside children's book and YA. And then perhaps as we get into end of winter, early spring, I'll do short stories. Maybe. We'll think about that because I haven't done that yet. So that's a good idea. I'm going to maybe play in that. I haven't gotten that far ahead. I usually plan out what the Books and Bounty season is going to focus on. I try to get 3 months in advance so I can start scheduling interviews and stuff. So that may be a good option. But yeah, so Mariana Enriquez, Edwidge Danticat, Jhumpa Lahiri, Ernest Hemingway. Wonderful short story writers. James Baldwin as well. But I would have to admit that I am not a scholar of his work like I am with some of these other authors that I have mentioned. However, my teenager is. So if people have questions or comments or want to discuss, debate, or whatever James Baldwin, I usually bring in the teenager. They don't like to be on camera, but they'll talk behind the scenes. But they have read his work and essays and stuff like that extensively. But yeah, booksandbounty.com is my website. So I guess I'll give you a little spiel while you're here. So I'm Steph. I am the host of Books and Bounty Live, which is a live streaming platform. Stop it. As soon as I want to start talking, that's what you're going to do. I'm introducing myself. Come here. Come on. You want to say hi to everybody. Come. So I have an 80-pound American Staffordshire Terrier that thinks he's supposed to be like coddled all the time. Do you see this? He'll just stay here. He won't move. This will be as long as I want him to be here, he'll just be here. So I'll introduce myself, since it's the only way I can get him to be quiet right now. I'm Steph. I'm the founder and CEO of Books and Bounty, which is primarily a editorial services and publishing ops business. So I contract my services a la carte for things as normal editorial production, such as copy editing, editorial coaching, book design, etc. Here's one of the books from Books and Bounty Designs. This is Love and Liberation by Patricia J. Williams. It's a short story collection. Let's see if we have accompanying book. Here's the bookmark. And
what I specialize in is publishing product management. So that's the whole strategy behind the book when it comes to go to market, when it comes to turning your book into a platform. Most of my clients are self-publishing authors or small presses. Some of my clients include Black Classic Press, Patricia J. Williams is another one, H Books. And so not only do I create strategies for release and scale for those self-publishing authors, but as well as general publishing consultation. So if you need to implement a publishing sales funnel to connect, let's say, bring people in from your newsletter to buy your book to then, go register for one of your workshops, and how do you plan all that and scale up? Like, Steph, I want to have a merch line. I write books, but I want to have a merch line. How do I plan that out? Um, I am a small press and I'm looking to, I need a new content management system to stand up a small newsletter or something like that. What system platform should we use, and can you help me implement that stuff? So that is what I do. That is publishing ops and product management, as well as editorial services. We also have a book sales division of Books and Bounty. That's the traveling book nook, where I curate bookish experiences from conference to expo and even private events. Mostly showcasing independent authors and books from independent presses. So if you're a self-publishing author in Georgia, but you want to hit the DMV market, but don't have the resources or the time to hit up all the festivals around here, then you can hire me and get your books and information out in the traveling book nook. So if you can imagine a spicy reads book nook at a bachelorette party, or gifts for wedding guests at a wedding reception, or wedding shower, then I'm your gal. So those are the three parts of the business. It's Books and Bounty Live, the actual editorial and publishing ops part, and then the traveling book nook. And that's what I do. I'm in a little bit of a in between seasons right now. I usually my interviews are on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. Return the Page Tuesdays, where I interview emerging storytellers as well as independent authors and publishers. I also interview best-selling authors and leaders in the industry, leaders and experts in the industry. But those are actually all mostly dependent on their schedules, if they're in town, what their availability is. So, but usually every Tuesday night I'm live. It's just right now you have caught me in between seasons, so there aren't any scheduled interviews at the moment. And then Kodak, are you gonna get down now? So Co has his own co-host chair in the back. I just don't have it in the shot right now. Let me just